Right, people, there we have it. Moses Itauma knocks out Jermaine Franklin in the 5th round to, well, keep his knockout streak going, keep his undefeated record going, and keep showing the promise that he has shown throughout his 14 fights. Now, I said he'd get it done within 4. He got it done within 5. It was close enough. He got it done in the way I thought he would. He was very heavy on the feints and just looked a bit too quick for the very experienced Jermaine Franklin. Of course, stopping him for the first time tonight. But yeah, this was a very impressive performance from the young man. He didn't really let Jermaine Franklin get a foothold in the fight at any point. He dropped him in the 3rd round for a right hook. It was kind of a Golovkin-esque right hook that kind of went down as he threw it. And yeah, just a really, really impressive performance. We got to see him go a few rounds. We got to see him break an opponent down, so we kind of saw how clever he was. He looked disciplined and patient, and looked like a very, 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 very intimidating presence offensively, and even showed some pretty good defense, I'd say. You know, some good reactions, was keeping his head of the centre line well. Feet are, of course, very, very quick, and yeah, man, Itauma showed us some new wrinkles to his game tonight, and yeah, was of course coming forward, feinting, was very heavy on the body attack, which was the intelligent thing to do. Jermaine Franklin came in a bit heavy, and was of course a very big target, and you know, knowing how good Jermaine Franklin is up top, chopping him down low, maybe getting him to lower the hands a bit was exactly what he needed to do, and he did it, and it, you know, worked out well for him, of course, knocking him out of a brutal uppercut in the 5th round. There were some complaints on the corner of Jermaine Franklin. It was 100% right to stop it from the referee. It was a great stoppage. He was hit with an uppercut, his legs kind of went, and he went down on his face. Really brutal finish. And, you know, really stamped an excellent performance from Moses Itauma. It was great to see him go rounds. I know it was only 5 rounds, but it was great to see. And really impressed me. You know, he kind of showed the things I thought were there. There are still some answers that need to be questioned, some questions that need to be answered. Like, he came out, he was throwing a lot, but Jermaine Franklin was kind of put into his shell by maybe the speed and offensive prowess from Itauma. So he didn't really throw back himself. Therefore, the pace of the fight was still dictated by Itauma. I kind of want to see him in a fight where the pace isn't dictated by him, because I feel that's where someone really gets tested, is, you know, when you can't hit an opponent and they're maybe dictating the pace. We still need to see him get hit, but skill set wise, he looks, you know, levels above his experience and his age. He's a really, really talented kid, and I can't wait to see what's next for him now. What is next for Moses Itauma? I would say either the winner of Dave Allen versus Filip Hrgović, or the winner of Jerome Miller versus Lenier Pero. You know, any of the fights there, in my opinion, are good. You know, Filip Hrgović, best chin in the division, well-schooled boxer, high work rate, so we're going to get to see a guy throw back, like I mentioned a minute ago, and really try and put it on his hammer. High work rate, good accuracy. Very well-conditioned fighter now as well. Recently, I've noticed with his work at Big Bear. If the winner is Dave Allen and you get a guy with a good chin, who's very experienced, if Jerome Miller beats Lenier Pero, you kind of get a very similar thing. A decently experienced guy with a good chin, high work rate. And if Lenier Pero wins and you get a guy who's quite decently well schooled and honestly a bit of an unknown, so it kind of adds that fear factor. But yeah, man, this was a great performance, and I really think it's time for a step up. Like I've just mentioned, any of those guys would be good. Of course, Dave Allen wouldn't really be much of a step up, but you know, if he beats Filip Hrgović, I guess he is in some ways. But yeah, this was a really good performance from Moses Itauma. I'm really impressed with it. I'm really excited to see the future. In my lifetime, I've never seen a kid with this much talent in any division, really. I think there's a gold mine of talent there, and I really think if you build them up correctly, I think the world is oyster, and I think any of those 4 guys I've just mentioned would be great next opponents for him. Preferably Filip Hrgović or Jerome Miller. Jerome Miller because he's fought at that high level. He's got a big name, he'd make the fight big. And Filip Hrgović, for similar reasons, he's fought at the high level, might not be the biggest name. Also, isn't the most risky of fights. But either of them guys would suit me down to the ground. But yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye. Stay tuned for my coverage of Keith Thurman and for Sebastian Fundora's fight tonight. And yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye.